you. Thank you, Robin. Very, very funny indeed. Lovely. Now we have another series of film clips. Shows Janet's versatility as a musical star. He was here at a flapper, singing in Pete Kelly's Blues, dancing with Bob Fosse and my sister Arlene, cutting loose with some Shriners in Bye Bye Birdie, and an unusual production number from 2 Tickets to Broadway. Take it away.
Meet my sweetie now. Just can't be annoyed. Am I happy? I'm overjoyed. I'm gonna meet my sweetie now. Oh, what kissing and oh, what petting. Oh, what love, and I will soon be getting. Yay, both, what a day. Here I go, I can hardly wait. I'm gonna meet my sweetie now.
I got money left, baby.
Oh, what kissing and oh, what petting. Oh, what love, and I will soon be getting. Yay, both, what a day. Here I go, I can hardly wait. I'm gonna meet my sweetie, my tootsie woodsy sweetie. I'm gonna meet my sweetie now.
Okay, Rent. This is Kelly, everybody. He's a musician.
Until a lucky day I struck petroleum. In this park I want a lot of hard work. When I get to town I start a business boom.
A business boom, 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 big cheap hole in the ground.
I'm not as brave as old Sitting Bull.
Didn't have a pocket full, couldn't get a ringside table, never had a racing stable. He wanted his bride with a buffalo hide, but he never bought a girl a stable.
I get my kicks with the chickasaw chicks, and you can tell by the chicks I pick I'm not so dumb.
He's not so dumb, 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 dumb.
Big cheap hole in the
Fantastic routine. One of those squaws is our next guest. I hope you recognize which one. They're all stars as far as I'm concerned. Miss Gloria DeHaven. I don't think it needs any more introduction. Please come up, Miss Gloria DeHaven. Where are you, darling? Here she comes. Can you do that dance for us right now?
Oh, let me tell you, was that a great number or not? I want to tell you. I mean, if you talk about class. Oh, listen, that That was class. There were some wonderful ladies. Annie Miller, I'm sure you recognized. Barbara Lawrence, who was a terrific gal. Janet and myself. Now, I have to tell you that earlier this evening, Rex Reed mentioned that Janet and I did another film together, The Doctor and the Girl, which was the only chance I had at MGM to do a serious film. And I aborted my own child. And that was, of course, an abortion scene. This was my second abortion scene. But we all want to be in the business, don't we? That's show biz, they say. Now, I want to tell you about the TP. I think it's important that you know about these things. Because it's all, it's not all up there. You don't know behind the scenes. A lot went on in that teepee. A lot of booze.
Survival.
A lot of booze. A lot of laughs. And a lot of takes. Over and over and over. And you will not believe who choreographed that wonderful number. And all the numbers in that extraordinary film to take us to Broadway. Please don't miss it if it comes on your television set. Don't miss this film. Oh, it's for the archives. It's probably one of the greater films ever made. Please don't miss it. Please. I mean, make it a point if you see that in the TV guide. You don't go out that night, that's all. Now, do you know who choreographed Busby Berkeley? One of the most insane men ever to do musical numbers. By a Waterfall was good, very good. The Warner Brother ones were wonderful. By the time we got Mr. Berkeley, he was under a waterfall. And to get him up and bring him out was not easy. So we drank a lot, didn't we, Janet? Yes, we did.
Boy, y'all was there.
Oh, God, we had fun on that one, though. We really did. That was a fun movie. It was not one something I'm going to be remembering all my life, but it was fun. It really was. Janet Leigh represents to me what I am proud enough to say I am, and that's a survivor. I think in order to be in this business, you have to have a couple of things, two very important things. I'm going to add one, you have to have three things. You have to have heart, you have to have guts, and you have to have strength. Strength to take a lot of no's, an awful lot of no's, a lot of rejection, that means. When you, in your heart, know that you can do something, and you see someone doing it, and you say, gee, I can do that. I could do it as well as that. I could, and you don't get that opportunity, and you don't get that chance. MGM gave us, and RKO, where we did this film, and Warner Brothers and 20th Century Fox, where I was lucky enough to work at a lot of those studios, they gave us those opportunities. Those studios did. They gave us an apprentice time, and that was terribly important. We weren't just thrown into a film unprepared. We had a chance to bomb. We really did. There was a perfect example. But we had, and it hurt. But you did get paid, and you did learn. You honestly learned. You learned that if you didn't do everything, you'd do nothing. If you didn't do everything, or try everything, you would do nothing. And I think the survivors today are the ones who tried everything and did everything. And those of us who are still in there, hanging in and still around, did that. And Janet, as a friend, I can only tell you that looking at those film clips, you're so beautiful to look at, you are still. But more important to me is a person who's beautiful inside. And she is one of the most beautiful women inside I've ever known. And I really mean that. She's genuine. She's open. She's there for you if you want to talk, if you need her. But you don't have to talk to her every day or see her every for lunch and let's meet for lunch. That's not necessary. If you do, that's great. I mean, that's wonderful, but it's not necessary is the point. The point is that when you do see each other, you hug and it's genuine and you say, God, I'm glad to see this human being because she's people. She's really people. And everyone that's been up here tonight has talked so much about many, 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 many things and her accomplishments. I think the greatest accomplishment is that she's a mother, a grandmother. Pardon? A what? What was that?
Grandmother? Didn't know she was a grandmother.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. A grandmother? Oh, aren't we all? It's a great accomplishment too. I'm about to leave on Saturday, as a matter of fact, to go out and get another one popping out of my daughter. So I'm getting another one, but my oldest grandchild, by the way, is 23 years old. So I have grandchildren. My oldest daughter is going to be 51. But it's what's amazing to me about this evening is that the people that you've seen up here have all talked about working with her and the kind of person she is. So I'm not going to belabor this. I'm only going to say that I think it's a damn privilege for all of us who are in this room tonight, who, if we've not worked with her, to have just met her, because she's a hell of a gal.